Welcome.
Welcome to the first of many Soul Rebel podcasts, of which we do not have a name yet. So submit your thoughts on that.
Best idea wins.
Best idea wins.
Yeah.
The naming of said podcast.
Yeah. To kick it off, we got the Open's 10 days away. Before we talk about the Open a little bit and discuss our experiences, why you should sign up, why you should get involved, and things like that, and the bigger plan for further testing in the gym going forwards. So,
what is it? What is it?
Essentially, it's a workout done around the world. It runs for 3 weeks. You do one workout each week. You get to rank yourself against everyone in the world. And then it's also the first platform, I guess, or the first stepping stone for making the CrossFit Games eventually, if that's your goal.
Yeah, there's like maybe 3 or 4 steps in between the Open and the Games.
Can I say on that, I think sometimes when people think of it in that regard, like, oh, well, I'm not going to the Games, why do it? Well, I'm telling you, the people at the local tennis club in Battlefield aren't going to the Australia Open.
Very true.
But they still love a game of tennis and a competition on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This has been my 14th Open. You girls were
12.
Jinx!
12. So yeah, we can say we got a big experience with the Open, seen it progress and change over the decades. We've always, I'd say, had fun with it.
It's an interesting time.
Yes.
Interesting. Sometimes it's been amazing, sometimes it's been challenging, but every year I do it, I'm glad that I did do it.
Yeah, I think the only year I haven't done it was because a couple of days prior I birthed Isla, so I did miss that year.
You've got an excuse.
It's your pass. Otherwise, I've done it every year, and I can't imagine not.
Mm.
Yeah.
Once you start doing it, you're always in it, I think.
Yeah, we've hit in the gym. We've hit everyone apart from one, whether it was a double year, whether it was 2 Opens in a year. And I was like, I'm not doing 10 weeks ago. So it used to be 5 weeks back then. That was a lot of time out of the year.
We did Rise of the Rebel instead that year.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, so you can say we got a bit of experience. Nunda has also been very competitive in the past and present. Sorry.
Back in my day.
With going to those next steps.
How far did you get? Give us a bit of a what's what.
Well, it was a slightly different structure back in the day. So that was when you did 5 weeks, and then from that 5 weeks, you qualified for regionals, which is essentially Torian Pro now.
You did Wollongong though.
Yeah, but it wasn't. To be honest, I've never technically qualified for the next stage. Yeah. I never made regionals, and I only did Torian Pro before it was the Torian Pro.
Oh yeah, okay.
So essentially, I've come 33rd in Australasia, and you need to be top 30. Oh. So I was 3 spots out, and then the year when they made it into the quarters and changed the format, I've made the quarters, but been like say 40th, and you need to be top 20. So I've always just kind of missed out, but had a red hot crack back in the day.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
These years, it's currently open, and then the top 25% go to quarterfinals, and then the top 40 go to the in-person testing, which will be the Torian, essentially, and then the top 2 or 3 from those go to the Games. Mm-hmm. So 4 steps. Yeah. So why should people sign up to the Open? Why should people do the workouts?
I think it's a good opportunity to get involved with the community and have a bit of fun. And it puts you in a position where you're trying things you maybe wouldn't normally try in class. You see a pull-up come up or a muscle-up or whatever it might be. You're trying really hard to get it in that session so that you can progress to the next movement or whatever. And you always see people do something for the first time, which is really cool in the Open. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah, definitely a good few first pull-ups and muscle-ups over the years in the gym, which is awesome to watch.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like you're putting yourself in a situation that adds a little bit of pressure, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. It's not pressure, it's always bad. And it makes you perform. You're like, I didn't know I could go that fast, or I didn't know this. And it sets you up for the next year of like, well, now I know I can start working on these things, or maybe I should be pushing harder in certain workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and someone's counting for you.
Yeah. That helps.
That's
Not
the
have to count.
biggest draw
You don't
card.
have
There
to
are
think.
3 workouts a year where you do not have to count. And I think that's like,
That's the only reason.
if there's any reason, it's having a judge.
That's true.
You also find like you think you train hard during the week, day to day, but as soon as you sign up to the open and the open workouts come up, all of a sudden there's all these butterflies, there's this like anxiety of building in the chest, and you go harder just because you've signed up, and you open workout instead of a Tuesday.
I already feel that.
Yeah. I know.
So giddy.
So it tests physical capabilities, but also your mental toughness as well. There's a lot of we've tested some open workouts the last few weeks, and I know some people are going, "What the heck is this about?" and just been surprised by the feelings of some of those workouts. I stopped in one last night just because I was like, "Nah, had enough." But the open won't let you stop. It's like I pushed to finish that, whereas during the week and test training, I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, particularly like on Saturdays, as well, but on a Friday night in particular, on that 3rd week, there will be people cheering you on. You will not stop. Like, so it'll be different in that setting.
Yeah.
You won't have a choice.
I won't let you.
No one will. Yeah.
Best memories of previous opens, if you can remember old ones.
You said you had heaps.
Well, there was one time I beat Tia Claire Toomey in a workout, so I'm going to claim that as my best memory.
It's pretty exciting.
I did have to do the workout 3 times in 4 days, but that 3rd time I nailed it. And I beat her, and that's my claim to fame.
Fair and square.
Yeah.
1 rep.
Yeah, it was like 2 reps. But I beat her!
Doesn't matter. Done it.
I don't think we can beat that.
I know.
Uh,
Favorite memories.
I think a lot of mine is just around like seeing everyone else do it as well, and like getting their first muscle up or getting their first X, Y, Z. Workouts.
I do remember that a lot because obviously, like, we started our first few years were at Greensboro doing the open as members. Yeah. And then so coming out here too and just seeing across the years how much energy and how much like try is in the days. Like, I think there's sometimes where you see the whole community around the last like 2 or 3 people finishing the workout, and like you just get goosebumps and stuff. I think that's pretty special. Can't think one specific time.
I remember one workout I had no right finishing and actually finished it with a lot of big muscle ups in, and I was pretty proud of myself for that one. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, there's always a win in there somehow or some
Yeah.
way, even if it's just you're happy with your effort, like, or you had fun with your friends. It's a good time.
Yeah.
First open versus maybe when we're a fittest open or competitive open, and then now. Does it change much over the 12, 14 years? My first open workout was 7 minutes of burpees. Don't recommend it as your first open experience.
I think everyone right now would be like, we did it then.
Yeah.
We know.
Not your first open experience. You get
We
the
know,
intensity.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't do anything. I don't think I couldn't hang from the rig. Oh no, I could hang from the rig by that point. I don't think I had pull-ups. I didn't have toes to bar. I couldn't use 40 kilos much. Like, I kept failing 40 kilos shoulder to overhead. Just some things where I maybe don't even really think much about doing it now. I could not do back then, no way. And I think that's cool to see, like, your progress over time. My best years were probably 2015 to 18, I think. I reckon I made the 90 percentile, say it. And I still do it now, because even though you may not be at like your fittest and best ever, but I don't think that's necessarily the point of the open. Look at the context of your life and your lifestyle and stuff now, compared to over the years. It might be your scores might be better or not as good, but maybe for where you're currently at, maybe they're fucking excellent. You know, so take that.
First step on.
From the mother. Whoops.
I think the biggest thing I've probably come to realize is pacing, which I know sounds a bit like silly, but when I first started, I was, I guess, lucky that I could do most movements.
Remind me, I've just thought of my best memory.
Okay. We'll double back. But yeah, I guess I was lucky I could always do all of the movements. Obviously, they got better as time went. But the biggest thing I remember was like my very first open workout, I went out so hot and I thought I was going to crush this because I can do the snatches and the double unders. And 2 minutes into it, I was like gasping for air, like on the floor.
It was
So-
a 9-minute workout.
yeah, and it was exactly.
Long.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
It's 25 kilo snatches or something.
And double unders or something.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm going to destroy this. And then it was like the rudest shock in my life. And then as years have gone on, I'm like, it's so much about how you pace and strategize. Like, don't come out too hot, or like, this is a movement I'm good at, so I'm going to push here and hold back here. And that's really been a big theme. And now as I've kind of, I guess, deconditioned out of my competitive years, you can still use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm probably not the fittest person in the room, but if I know, go a little bit slower here,
Yeah.
push here, like you were beating me in that workout last week when we were training.
Yes, I
Ali was
was.
beating me the whole workout, and I got her in the
I
last,
died.
like maybe the last
like-
40 seconds. I kid you not,
I
right
just
at the
wanted
end.
to hold on.
Probably because I strategized a tiny bit better. So that can be a huge thing that comes into it for the
So
open.
don't burn the questions.
Yeah, don't burn the questions. Don't burn the questions
So
at
many
all.
questions. Yeah, I bet those questions.
Mm.
You've remembered your favourite?
Oh yeah, talking about going out hot. I remember we did was it shot? It was ground to overhead and burpee over the bar.
Something like that, but
And it
I'm
was-
the nunder in this situation.
But this is like Friday night, and it was you, me, and one of our other coaches, Luke, and then like
Nick was there.
and Mick and Adam, who was like an assistant coach, like a
Yeah,
trainee.
training coach.
And we were all like getting ready to go, and as soon as the timer went, we were like, me and the boys, not Ben,
Not me.
were snatching because it's ground to overhead, but we were like, fuck, it's light, let's go. Like all the members are around watching us. It was so exciting, and it was like, just this feels so good. We dropped and started doing our burpees as soon as we got back to the bar. Ben's just like past us, and the rest of us were like, this feels awful, and we died and slowed down so much to the point where when Luke finished, he's been doing CrossFit 2 years at that point, he was just like, that felt like my first day. That was my first day at the gym.
So wait, what were you clean and jerky?
I
You
was
might-
clean Joe, but I
Yeah.
got decent.
You're just
I was like-
amazing.
Oh,
He
okay.
was just
I just
black.
do my
You
own
just-
thing. I turn
Yeah.
around and like, oh,
We did.
everyone's gone.
We did
Like doing the
everything.
burpees, and I'm like halfway through my clean and jerk. So I'm like,
Yeah. We did everything
I'll
in
see
our
them.
power to go as fast as we could from the start, and it was the biggest mistake,
Mistake, yeah.
ever because we were just excited. It was the adrenaline.
Yeah.
I reckon I finished rounds ahead.
Rounds. We were. I was stepping down and stepping out.
Did you
of
redo?
burpees.
Did you redo?
No,
the show?
I don't want to redo it that way. Ever. We should look up which one
We
it
should
is.
find out.
Yeah.
Should repeat that with the shit.
We
Yeah,
beat it
that's
by
funny.
4 minutes. It was really bad.
I'm gonna say that was my favourite memory.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was that's makes
Beating
me happy.
everyone.
It was a
Makes me
really
happy.
fun
Yeah.
one. Yeah, really silly.
All right, then we mentioned leaderboard a little bit, and it is a competition essentially, the Open, and there's a leaderboard involved. Like, how can that help and hinder for all the people out in the podcast world?
Something that comes straight to my mind is that, like, I don't think I look at myself as a hugely competitive person. Am I right in saying you're quite competitive?
I'm quite competitive.
Yeah, like I don't think either is good or
Mhm.
bad. I think both have really good qualities in that. And I think the leaderboard is still helpful and fun for both.
Yeah, for sure. I think like if you want to have a fun throwdown with your friends, you can create your own little like leaderboard list, and you can see, oh, he beat me by 1 rep. I'm gonna beat him here. Like it's a
Yeah.
bit of fun and it's a bit of banter. If you're not a leaderboard type person or a competitive person, like don't look at it.
Yeah.
Like it's not. You don't. Literally, I know some of the top athletes who can go a whole competition and have no idea where they're placed. Like this is in the world.
Not
Like
to back
literally no idea where they're placed until maybe they're on a podium at the end.
Yeah,
So you don't have to look at it. You don't have to use it for that. And then maybe like once it's all over, you have a look, and then in the future years, you can look back and be like, oh, I've improved by this much. You know, you don't need to use it in the moment. It
as,
might
as
be,
a measure of
yeah,
your success.
it might be a tool that you use down the track and be like, wow, I improved by 1,000 spots from last year. So you can just use it to whatever you need, I guess.
Yeah.
Or not.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just a tool. It is a competition, but for most of us, let's be honest, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
There's
There's
a-
times like I mentioned, I would call myself a hugely competitive person. However, if I beat any.
Well, I'll let you know. She beats me, she'll let you know.
Yeah, because there was it last year? Was last year that was quarterfinals actually when I did beat Genty.
You got her. You got her in
I
mind.
got it good. Yeah, she won't let me bring that up. I think that's quite a traumatic one. That was like the burpee box jump and wall balls.
Oh yeah.
Many people went in a dark place with that.
And you got her.
Well, I did, but I just kept going. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I'm so scared now.
I mean, I have to say though, I've been watching Yeti train this year, and we're all screwed.
Yeah. I'm like,
She's got us
if
covered.
there's one workout, just let
Claim it.
let it
Yeah,
let
I
it
know.
light your day.
Oh,
Yeah.
What other concerns might people have about signing up, just doing the workouts themselves?
Can I do that movement? Like, is there something that's going to come up that you can't do? Do you want to answer that?
No, well, I mean,
So a bit of context,
always
sorry.
have RX and scale?
Yeah, bit of context. So there's divisions. So you've got the RX division, you do the workout as written. So you've got certain weights, you've got certain movements, you must do them as assessed. Not like any training day in a gym where you can modify as needed. There's also the scale division where it'll be a lighter weight or a scaled version of the RX movement. Like if it's a pull-up, it might be a jumping pull-up, that sort of thing. So you're set into doing the workout as it is written on the board. So that way, movements will come up. Not maybe they will come up that you might not have, or will stop you. And that
Or you might get it for the first time.
Yeah, well, you might get it for the first time, which is the glass half full side of things.
Yeah.
So try and look at something like that as glass half full. Like, what can I do? Like, this is a test, and it is a test. Like, we're not training, we're testing to try and get your first this or get more reps at your 1 rep max, which may not be your 1 rep max anymore if you're getting 2 or 3 reps of that. So yeah, it is a big thing, but it's also going to be so rewarding if you overcome it.
Well, I just thought of another good memory.
It's going to be a 20-minute podcast.
Yeah. We had one lady here, Sarah, who she was doing jumping pull-ups in the scale workout. Pretty confident she was registered and everything because we were holding her to the standard. And she tried for a very long time to get a jumping pull-up. She found jumping pull-ups quite challenging to the height and everything you needed to do, and she did not stop trying. And I think that's more important. You can get 50 of them, and that's awesome. But if you tried your absolute hardest to get one, whether you do or don't get one, it's like, how often are you trying that hard for something? It's really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool to see. And then I also think, like, let it motivate you. So like maybe this year there's one of the workouts where you might look at it and be like, oh, this is actually easy, but I can't be in this option because I don't have muscle up or whatever. Like, and then you're like, oh, well now I'm doing this option instead of being over here. It's like, try your hardest in this option, do your best, get your best score, and then let that fucking motivate you.
Yeah.
Like next year, don't be there again.
Yeah.
Like work your ass off so that when it comes around again, you don't feel like that, and you can say, hey, this is what I've done during the year, and now I'm at this point and how proud I am to be there.
Yeah. That's a cool note.
Yeah.
Lessons you need to take from the open, especially on workouts. Like yes, it can probably push you down if you let it. You go, oh, I can't do this. I'm never going to be able to do this. But like, if you can turn that around and make it build you up, you're going to have an awesome year of training. And then when it comes around to the open again, that movement comes up again. You're like, ooh, it feels even better.
Yeah.
Just don't let it take it that way. You want to go that way.
Yeah. It's the same feeling of, I remember like, every time you finish the open, you do have a list of things where you're like, all right, where does my biggest weakness lie or whatever. And then it's the same feeling I remember like when as soon as you walk into the stadium at regionals and get that energy off other people. So I think that brings it back to the community thing. It's like, oh my God, I just saw Billy do their first pull-up. I didn't know she could do pull-ups. Maybe I could do pull-ups. Like, and
roll with it.
Yeah. It's cool.
How to approach the 3 weeks of training. We see this happen every year. Everyone is like saving themselves for Saturday or Friday night when we're running the open. And we don't see them during the week. They're like, I'm going to rest. It's like, okay, your body's going to be not knowing how to move at that point. So the way I would recommend it from a programming side, and we put the program together with this in mind, is like intensity is Monday to Wednesday. Start tapering from there. So member says she'll have Thursday off, and then come and do the skills EMON we got program on the Friday. If you still find you want to train on Thursday, you just taper back. Yeah. I think some weeks we program like a short sprinty workouts. Other weeks it's like a slow, more nasal breathing sort of stuff thing. So the programming will ease you through, but just go what you feel. Yeah, do some extra recovery, get some extra sleep, get some extra fuel in, and keep training, because you don't want to miss out 3 weeks of training as well for just free workouts.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about like a normal week, you would be training on tired legs or tired arms, depending on what the workout was, and you still turn up and you just have a crack, and you're like, oh, I was sore and I did it anyway. So it's like, if you are a tiny bit sore, it's like, that's not going to stop you.
No.
Like, we do this every week anyway. So yeah, I personally like to put the Thursday rest day in there just to give yourself a bit of recovery. Like you said, hit your nutrition, do some stretching, mobility, whatever. But like, your body can manage it regardless of what comes up. Like, you can still push through what you've done
Yeah.
during the week.
Because taking, like, you know, everyone's schedule, it's a little different too. Maybe some people, like, you know, can't train Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's like, you just add in a few extra days and still do the open.
Yeah.
We still want to get better during those 3 weeks.
You had a, actually, I was about to give it to you. It was my idea. Yeah. Okay.
Let's come back to saying, I'm going to go, what movement don't you want to see in the workout? When the open come up, I'll start. Handstand push-ups, anything upside down. Get rid of it.
Oh, I'd love that. I'm deadlift. I got
Get that in.
no booty there. No, don't want to see a deadlift.
What about lunge?
Love a lunge.
Oh, lunge, yeah.
Love a lunge.
Yeah, that overhead walking lunges in the open floor.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They're a little bit more affiliate friendly.
Yeah, not affiliate
Yeah.
friendly.
It's like
No.
3 people in a heat or something. I don't think, you know, I just don't think I have a movement that I'm like, I never want to do.
Okay, all right.
No, I know. But it's
Well
like,
rounded CrossFit
I'm
right
like,
here,
if-
Pam.
I'm just like basic in everything. I think it's like, for me, it's more a feeling and a combination of movements. Like, movements I don't do well in are things like thrusters and rowing, where it's like, you know, maybe it's light and it's fast and it's not long and it's not short. It's like real like 12 minutes. It's more like that type of workout. Yeah. I'm going to feel
That's
awful.
the whole open.
Yeah.
Open is generally lighter, going to be fast, lots of reps, and it's going to hurt.
Yeah, but just don't make it rowing and thrusters and I'll be fine. Okay, so
Rowing
I'll take that.
Rowing
Okay.
and pull-ups.
No, I'll do, that's fine. I like it, yeah. If it's a thruster, just make it dumbbell thrusters.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
that too. I
Yes.
like it. I'm-
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Something we're going to implement this year, is what I was touching on, is a wider testing. Can't be the right word.
Oh,
but
we did
Had a
come
name
up
for
with a
it.
really cool
Yeah.
name. It wasn't like festival or something, or kind of.
just going to be wider testing essentially for across the year. So the CrossFit Open is going to be part of it. So the CrossFit Open puts CrossFit workouts together, essentially metabolic conditioning workouts. How good are you at doing CrossFit, essentially? But within CrossFit, there's different components. If you guys know the CrossFit pyramid, it's nutrition at the bottom. Don't get that one, more on that very soon. Then metabolic conditioning, then gymnastics, then weightlifting, then sport. And that should be the order you're good at things. So you need a good base of nutrition, you need a good base of gymnastics before heading up to next levels.
Would sport classify as like the open?
Yep.
Open competition.
Sport is whatever you need to be. It's like performance.
Yeah.
Like, do CrossFit competitions? Do you play a sport outside a gym? Do you have kids you need to run around after? It's just human performance at that point. But we test CrossFit in the open. We've been testing weightlifting in the lift off, but we haven't been testing gymnastics. We haven't been testing, and we call it monostructural, like cardio, essentially. Like, what about these other areas which we don't get to see where our strengths are, where our weaknesses are? And it's more about, for CrossFit, we want to be like good at everything. We have to be exceptional at one thing. We want to bring everything up. So I'm putting together an idea of like, cool, CrossFit Open will start the year for the first quarter. That's our testing period. We'll then have, and this is not the right order, or the order is going to be the lift off, so weightlifting. Where we do a standalone event or we put it into classes, we will do some sort of testing of a 1 rep max snatch and clean and jerk. Maybe even like barbell cycling as well, like doing a great sort of Isabel sort of style test. That'll be the weightlifting side. The gymnastics side will test various elements of gymnastics, like, all right, where are we at with our pull-ups? Where are we at with our handstands? Those sort of things. That's the bit I'm still working out, seeing how that's going to play out. And then monostructural cardio, we'll do like a ergathlon. And we get the skier out, we get the bike out, we get the rower out, and we'll do a horrible long workout, which how much can you hurt in your cardio to get a better time? And they'll be spread out over the years each quarter to see where you are strong, see where you are weak, and then try and, for the next year, try and bring your weakness up. Yes, we're still going to try and bring the strengths up still, but we want to try and bring that weakness up to balance out
balance the arch.
Yeah, balance the athlete, the CrossFit athlete out. So we're pretty excited by this. It's still in development, but it's going to happen this year.
I think it helps. I don't know what you think. I think it helps. It'll help give like people a bit of direction with training.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you come into class and you can sometimes hear people say like, oh, like they're not sure how to get better at that specific thing. And 9 times out of 10, it's just you need to show up consistently over a long period of time. But every now and then there is something like, say, first pull-up. Every now and then there is someone who would benefit from doing more focused this or focused that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I've sat in the studio and got the space to do some extra work. Like a lot of people need a goal, and this will help to bring focus to improving certain elements over the year on year, to see if they can improve. And we'll also have like some sort of way of giving you levels at each point. So yes, there's going to be an element of a leaderboard somehow, but I'm not concerned about me versus Ali. Like, it's going to be me versus me. Am I improving my level year on year to level myself up? Yeah, and you're going to have a different level for each of the 4 elements, but it's not the highest element level that's going to give you your overall level. So I might be level 7 on weightlifting, and I might be level 2 on monostructural. I'm a level 2 overall, because this is my lowest point, weakest point. I want to bring the level 2 up towards the level 7 to try and give me my overall level a bit more. Concept, we'll work the actual ins and outs of it out, but that's the general gist. So what we're saying is the Open's the first step. Get involved, sign up, come to the workouts. If you're coming on to all 3 sessions, sign up. Get your name on the leaderboard, make it official.
There's a few people only that literally only can make 2 and still going to sign up. I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah. It adds an element to the intensity you then bring, I find. You don't sign up, it's like, oh, it's just another Sunday. We're training Sundays. It's another Wednesday. So it's just not a workout then. But if you sign up, there's extra heat behind it.
Yeah, instantly that makes me a bit nervous and excited.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Click.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, I usually sign up till a lot of my friends do it. Yeah.
Anything else?
Don't think so.
You won't regret it. Like, if you're on the fence, just do it. Like, I guarantee you will not regret it.
Yeah.
Even if you're just doing 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's either going to be fun, you're going to learn something, you're going to get a win, you're going to get something out of it.
You're going to get very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just as a admin side, we're doing Saturday and Friday night. So the way we don't know the workout until Friday morning. I think it's about 6 or 7 a.m. when they announce the workout. So as a gym owner, I don't know that as well. So there's a bit of logistics around working out how to then implement that for the Saturday or the Friday night. So you'll see on the schedule there'll be no classes for the Saturday or the Friday night for those sessions. When I know what the workout is and I've got a plan on how to run that, then the classes will go up. They may be There may be hour classes as usual. There may be an hour 15. There may be 45-minute classes, depending on how quick we can get through the workout. Might be 7 minutes of damn burpees. Like, I'm down for that because that's
One
easy
big
to
hit.
run. Yeah,
Yeah,
all five at the same time.
Everybody get in.
I'll just count everyone.
So once the logistics are worked out and how it's running, then the class will go up and I'll announce it to everybody. You better book your classes and come along. We assign heats and lanes and stuff like that.
That's another fun memory. No reps.
No rep, none.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited. Were you not here for the open last year?
No.
No,
No,
yeah.
just after.
Because I'm usually described as a harsh judge. And I'm like, harsh judge is a good judge, buddy. One time, I remember this beautiful woman called Jess, who was judging a member at Greensboro, and was just like, she didn't get it, but she tried really hard. And I was like, doesn't fucking matter. I tried really hard too, but I'm not in games because I tried hard. Like, I didn't get my best, you know? So, you gotta love it, but love means
Strong judges.
Yeah.
strong
Strong
judges.
judges. That's what we need.
That's my best part.
Fun.
Alright,
Cool.
that's it.
All right.
See you there.
We did it.
Podcast one done.
Yeah, hopefully.
I really want us to stand up and see that this has not been filming.
I was in
I-
there. I was going to say that.
We've been
There was a
talking
point
at
where
no
you were
line.
talking.
And I
There
was
was a
like,
point
is
where
it
you were
even
talking and I was
filming?
like, it's not.